The last couple times I've done these lives, I've had this monstrosity in the background, and whenever it's there, I talk about the issues that I had with it, losing oil pressure, and I always said it was a cam bearing. So why don't we take it apart and see what's actually wrong with the original 1969 383 out of the 1969 Dodge Charger. What's also cool is I'll be using this set of tools that I've had since 1997. The first time I took this engine apart, I used this set of tools. But the cool thing about it is this little sticker right here. And it reads, "I have inspected this product with care and hope that you will have many years of use from it. Please affix this tag to any comments you may have. Thanks, M. Mueller." Well, M. Mueller, I have had many years of good memories and many years of use from this Craftsman tool chest. So thank you for inspecting it, and thank you for inspecting it with care. One more thing down the nostalgia train is this little doohickey. I made this in shop class, and I remember making it because we had to plan it out. And these are my plans for it. Pretty accurate. I do have another one, but I don't know where that is. I know it exists. And shout out to Mr. Hurd, my shop teacher. As previously mentioned, I rebuilt this engine in the late 90s. It was the first engine that I took apart. Of course, aside from the 72 Duster, that was the first old car that I had experience with. I remember buying a rebuild kit for this at AutoZone when they were like $300. Actually, my mom bought it. Thanks, Judy. And I remember I even had pistons, but I couldn't put them in because I couldn't get the wrist pins out because I didn't really have, all I had was tools, just a chest. But I got it together, and it was a runner and a driver until 2007. It got redone like that, and the engine got rebuilt, was bored out. I'm not 100% sure what the engine specs are. But then it sat for a long time, long enough for little critters to run around on it and leave their nasty trail of nastiness. And I think what happened is just all the oil drained off the parts. And then when I started driving it again, the cam bearing turned and prevented oil from getting up to the top of the engine. As I started to get some valve clatter and realized that there's just no oil. I did a few things to try to alleviate it. I took the oil pan off to make sure the sending tube wasn't blocked off. I put a new oil pump on it. I ended up putting in this 440 from a 1973 RV. I do believe this engine was done right. Well, minus the oil issue that I have. I didn't want to take the heads off because I don't think that I need to, but I think I'm going to take them off anyway. You've heard of Keith Black racing engines? This is like the distant cousin Kevin Black. Look at this. It's a good thing I took the heads off. I was going to leave them on there. Just to keep everything in the same place. That's kind of how I do it. I just label cardboard and tape it. Well, the lifters go back to the same place. I don't remember having this issue. It's been a while since I've had this engine. Same thing, go in the same place. Here's the cam. Speaking of cam, here's what I got so far. If you can see right in there, that cam bearing has metal behind it, which was the issue. So there was no oil getting up to the top of the engine. I was just gonna see if I could replace that. But now looking at the rest of it, I think I'm gonna take it to the shop that built my Roadrunner engine, have them disassemble it and put it back together, because this thing is still a good engine and it's still the original. I'd like to have it back in the Charger. Originally, when I lost oil pressure in it, I replaced a couple of things. I think I explained that already, but I went on some Charger forums and I was asking some people, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be your cam bearing. And I really didn't want it to be. And that's why I never really took it apart, because it was gonna take so much time to get fixed. So it just ended up sitting for 2 years. Now that I know what it is for a fact, I can take it to the shop. The guy that built the Roadrunner, they know what they're doing, and they're a lot better at it than I am. And I'd like to keep this original engine running, which means it's probably gonna sit for another year or so until I can get it into the shop. But at least I know what the problem is. It's gonna be like this 440 to the Imperial sitting over here wrapped in a trash bag. Well, step one is done.